It's going to be the third baseman, Paul Hilkert. The 8-9-1 men in the order due up for Jack Freese's Bulldogs. And Kramer starts him with the strike. Hilkert at .294 this season. The pitch stays high, even at a ball and a strike. The winner will play Germantown in the championship game at 6. The pitch, low, 2-1.
Getting into a little bit more detail with Hilkert's offensive stats, as you mentioned, about .294 in the North Shore, 5 hits and 17 at-bats. He played in all 16 games.
The pitch, low again, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
No home runs, only 1 extra base hit for Paul, 4 RBI, and a couple of runs scored, 6 to be exact.
The 3-1 is fouled back. It runs full.
And if you look down, like we mentioned earlier, we only have Cedarburg's conference statistics out of the 16 North Shore games. 9 home runs as a team. No one player has more than 3 in those 16 games. So they definitely are a single-sitting team.
The pitch is smacked to second. A tough hop for Jansen. Knocks it down. Throws. In time. Jansen to Jim Jacobson for the first out of the inning.
Ball took a funny hop at second base. Jansen had to knock it down with his bare hand, and he did knock it down. He scrambled after it, threw it off to Jacobson, who seems to be a little injured on the play. Maybe it was his stretch to get the throw by Jansen that shook him up a little bit. He's going to be okay. He's going to remain in the ballgame. But great defensive stop there by the second baseman, Jansen. It's always important to get that leadoff runner out.
That'll bring up the number 9-man second baseman, Nick Nevsmull. At .266 this season in the North Shore. And our first look at Eric Kramer on the mound. Tom, your early impressions about Eric?
Well, he walked a man in the first inning. Fred DeRocher obviously trying to pitch around Fred, but came back in the second with a couple of big strikeouts. Probably settling in here. He looks like he'll be all right. He's got the arm strength the last 7 innings. And if his team can get him a few runs, get him a lead now, he's up 2-1 now, but if his team can get him the lead, he should be okay.
The 0-1, swing and a miss, and he's out in front of the number 9 batter, 0-2.
One thing you have to remember about left-handed pitchers is their ball is never straight. Even the fastball has a little tail or a little ride on it, or sometimes a little sink. So Eric's never thrown a straight fastball. He's always got movement on his ball.
Fouled back. That's why you're doing this. Little tail, little ride. What is that?
Lingo.
Sounds good to me.
Lingo. A little tail. You know what a tail is. A little tail's outside. It rides high and inside. It has a little sink on it.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
That fastball had a little ride on it.
Third strikeout of the game for Eric Kramer, and there are 2 away for the leadoff man, Josh Kennedy, who singled in the first.
That's 7 in a row now retired by Kramer, so I guess he really has settled down after the walk in the first inning. Started out the game giving up the single to Kennedy, then he walked Fred DeRocher, and he's retired 7 straight since.
Pitch a little bit low, 1-0.
I'm sure Coach Gonring wasn't expecting a total domination like he might be with Mike Miller, but Eric's given him a good ball game so far.
Here's a pop-up to the third baseman. Miller trying to play it and squeezes it for the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Kramer in the third, and we've played 3 complete, and it's 2-1 West Bend East. You're listening to Playoff Baseball on WBKV.